Okay, folks, at this point now, you should have your Magic 8 Ball game created. You should have followed the steps, built the blocks, all right, and now you have to test it. So what you have to do to get to test it is, if you have an Android phone, you can download an app onto it, which allows you to run these apps. And all you have to do is go to the Android or the Play Store on your Android and just type in AI or App Inventor, and it'll bring up the companion. All right. Now, if you don't want that on your phone, that's 100%. You just go to Google here and type in App Inventor Emulator. First thing that come up here is App Inventor, installing and running the emulator in AI2. We click on there. And what you need to do is install the App Inventor setup software. And I'm sure all of you have Windows, so it's Windows. Instructions for Windows. All right. And then let's download the installer. You see at the bottom of your screen, it'll start to download. And just follow these steps. Now it may not work on mine because I have got it already. So I do. So you'll just let that download, double click it, go through the steps, all right, and see it may ask, do you want to download a program from unknown publisher? Answer is yes. All right. Then you'll see on your desktop this little AI starter. This wee green alien dude. Double click it, and this will open up the emulator. Now, the emulator will look. Actually, I'll close mine and let you see what it looks like. So whenever it first opens, it'll look like this. All right. Don't panic. That's actually it working. All right. So it is. All right. That's actually it working. So this says hit Control C to quit. Don't do that. Once you then have your app up and going, so I just have my blank screen still here from the previous video. You'll have your Omagh app or your Magic 8 Ball app. Sorry. You'll go to Connect and Emulator. And then it'll say, starting the Android emulator, please wait, this may take a minute or two. And it will, especially in the first time going, it'll take a few minutes. Now what this is doing is this is having App Inventor on the internet here. It's now communicating with your computer looking for that emulator. Now, if you don't have that wee black box from what I showed you, which with the emulator, it looks like it's not working, but it is. If you haven't got that open, well then it won't run. So it won't. All right. Now mine can't seem to find it, so hold on. I'm just going to close that down. I'm going to restart that up. Okay. And we're going to connect the emulator. Now this is sometimes it may take the first time, like when I was just practicing for this video, it loaded up straight away, or it may take 2 or 3 times. All right, but it will connect. So okay. So I do have it up and going on my phone. Do not panic, it does actually work. Alright. By saying it won't work if you don't have this wee black box open, it's unable to retrieve. So, well, let me see, Control C that. And I'll start up again. I'm going to connect to the emulator. Aha, now we're getting somewhere. And then you'll see this little Android phone, well, it's doing 2 Android phones for me. Then you'll see this little Android phone. Now, again, this is a slow process. All right, it all depend on your computer. It may take a moment or two, it may not, or it could open up instantly. Now, don't you click anything here. All right, because what it's doing is it's to open up this emulator, which is like a virtual mobile phone. So it is. So what App Inventor has done is contacted your computer, says where is the emulator? Oh, here it is. It's open the emulator, and let's say it looks like a real phone. And then what it does is now it'll then tell you it's going to start the app. All right, so remember, let's let this work away, and then it'll come up on your screen this. All right, it's saying run on the emulator, waiting to get blocks. The blocks is the things in which you built. Remember, you have the design and then blocks. All right. Your companion's out of date. Do you want to update? Okay, always update it. All right, got it. And then your phone. Okay, install. So this will take a few moments. But what will happen then is whenever that's all updated and it's open. Now, mine is just going to come up a blank screen because there's nothing in my screen. Okay, install. Because there's nothing in my screen, but you're going to have your Magic 8 Ball thing. All right. Now, whenever you have your Magic 8 Ball done and you see it here online, all right, what I need you then to do is back into tutorials. I'm going to get you to do one more tutorial just to get used to how this thing works before we start into the quiz. And that is this mole open. This mole mash. I want you to do the tutorial mole mash, and if I can see it, right underneath it, mole mash feed version 2. All right. So once you've done your 8-ball, run the emulator, see is it working. Then I want you to go in and do the tutorial on mole mash, which is just like, the whack-a-mole game you used to get. And then I also want you to do mole mash version 2. So I do. All right. Now, you'll see that we've went from mole mash is a very basic one, and then you're moving up to intermediate difficulty. All right. Now these are very, very straightforward. Just read every single tutorial before you move on to the next step. Now when you come back, hopefully you'll have the emulator up and going, and hopefully you've done your mole mash 2, because the next one we're going to start into actually creating our Beat the Brain quiz.